he was with.
Well, speaking of labels, you heard about the QC shit?
Yeah.
How you feel about that? I mean, if we want to give some context to it, like,
well, I feel like you know more about that than me.
Okay, so pretty much, Migos, Quavo, Offset, Takeoff, they are pretty much like in some type of contract where they're forever in the contract.
Takeoff too. He's my favorite part. We don't leave him out. He got locked.
I said Takeoff.
Yeah,
I said.
Don't leave him out bad and bougie.
No. Do I look like I got left over? No. But yeah, pretty much like them boys are like in some type of contract where it automatically renews. Even if they were to leave the label, they're like QC is locked in as a distribution company or something like that.
What the fuck they in the 720?
That's exactly what they broke it down to.
You serious?
G. That's exactly what they.
I was just doing some mental math at home. I know everybody heard of 360.
They were pretty much saying that it's under an industry standard for a contract. So we gonna break it down for you. This is exactly what's going on, people. Listen to me. Little Baby, is popping. Like, I mean,
like T.I. big shit popping. Go ahead.
Little Baby is popping. When I say like on the radio, I'm hearing like all the songs that I want to hear from Little Baby is playing. And then on top of that, he got the Bigger Picture song. It starts off with the protest. And then it goes into the beat. He's popping right now on the charts like crazy.
Fuck with that dog like Vic.
And what's going on is during this corona, a lot of artists who aren't getting the same momentum is pretty much like, yo, let me hire a lawyer, let me audit my contract. So when they're auditing the contract, they're seeing all this money that's going in or whatever, to actually get these artists popping or whatever. And they're noticing little discrepancies and they like, yo, I need my money. So I feel like that's a little bit in play what's going on with the QC thing. And then also they just not as popping as they once were, because the last few Migos records that we got wasn't as, I mean, they wasn't hitting like it used to. They wasn't hitting like a Cocoon. They wasn't hitting like a Bad and Bougie, like you just said. They wasn't hitting like T-Shirt. You feel me? Like,
I was fans of their last two projects that they put out. Those the one that had Bad and Bougie and the one with Walking Like I Talk It. And I don't mean to reference those albums just based off those songs, but it was a collection. Nowadays albums are so funny. Like the way me personally, like even if I could find one song, but I remember on both those albums, it was like a slew of songs that I liked. I'm gonna see if I can find them in the meantime. But let me see.
Yeah.
But I thought they were good projects. But you are right. They have lost steam in the whole Atlanta field.
I mean, what's the last thing they put out? Wasn't it like Taco Tuesday or something like that? Or something tacos or something?
I ain't gonna lie. Quavo was all over on Pop Smoke album though. But
but that's different though. We talking about Migos as a whole.
Oh,
Migos as a whole.
Yeah. No.
I mean, of course, them boys is venturing off, doing their own thing as solo.
Culture and Culture 2 and then Strippable. Those what I remember coming out.
Yeah.
Off Culture 2, what did I like? I like CC. I didn't like Stir Fry or Walking Like I Talk It. Those were whatever songs. I like Narcos.
Yeah, Narcos was cool.
Motorsport was cool, even though some beef off that.
Hella beef.
Work Hard. Yeah, it was about a good. Yeah,
okay.
I didn't know there was that many songs on it, but go ahead.
So we just gotta call a spade a spade. Yeah. I mean, it's gotta be something going on with that. And then you seen the P from QC. He gave out his statement, and he was like, if an artist doesn't want to be here, they don't have to be here. I've seen like other art label owners get tarnished over something like this, referencing like, Suge Knight, stuff like that, like making it seem like they're like stealing from the artist when they're not, or whatever. And QC's always been one of those labels, they have the City Girls, they have Lil Yachty, they have, who else they have? Migos, and they have
you said Baby already, right?
Of course, Lil Baby. But anyways, these are the artists that's under them. So if he's running it like the new Death Row, there could possibly be some discrepancies. But from what he says, there isn't any. And he's running like a whole complete transparent label. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like I watch other podcasts as well. I watch Everyday Struggle all the time. I know I'm always mentioning that, and I saw Wayno. He was actually breaking it down to like, listen, like a lot of artists just don't understand like what it takes to actually get these artists popping, and like so much fees and stuff that goes into it, from the radio play to like all these different things. So when you actually have the time and spend all this money to do the audit, you're gonna see some things, and we're gonna have the answer for that. But it goes down to like maybe a loyalty thing or thing. I would have never thought I was gonna see Migos turn on like QC like this. Like, this is crazy.
I hope.
I thought this was like a for sure like one of those, like, you know,
Especially
that's like hold on, my bad to cut you off.
No.
That's like Kendrick turning on Top.
Yeah. And what's crazy is Migos is a family. They're all related. So
Yeah.
I would have never thought, you know, that it would have been some beef out of this. The only thing I can say is hopefully people like Drake and Diddy and black men in power, you know, people sign to them, or they however it works. I don't know if, you know, Jay-Z and Diddy have to reach out to Dre, whoever.
Yeah.
People in power that own a business, or Ross. I know Ross, you know, he still has Wale and Meek Mill. So hopefully these guys could look to these younger artists and sign them before, you know, other people sign them and put them in these crazy deals. So,
yeah. Do you think like with these like even like being the boss of like these labels, and like you said Ross, who owns MMG, and QC, like, you know, their whole squad they got, do you think they can always keep everybody happy? It doesn't seem like that's the business where you keep everybody happy. That seems like that's definitely the business where it's like always a rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's a slower rotation because like the artist maybe really fuck with you like that. But at the end of the day, once it's gonna be a revolving door at some point. Do you feel like that's like that all the time? Or do you feel like I mean, I can't even, well, only situation that I can name that's been the same, but I know it's just a producer standpoint, I would say with Drizzy and like his producers. But I mean, they're not his label people.
I know Drizzy's real friends with all like a lot of the people that he works with, though. Like, they're actually close. Like, I don't know how close Migos are to.
Yeah, but if you look at the Young Money situation right now, it's rocky. Like, I mean, we don't even know if Drake is talking to Nicki. Or know if Nicki's talking, even though Nicki was on his last album on Scorpion for the little stage shit. A little bit. She had a little cameo.
Yeah, I don't even think he put her featured on that shit. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But she was on there.
Yeah.
But we don't even know if they talking shit. But yeah, that whole situation, the Young Money situation, is completely like all over the place.
People are just starting to look more like it's just business at the end of the day, and I don't know if by dealing with other labels or moving in a different direction, you might get more attention and more, because QC has to represent a lot of people too.
Yeah. And, they got Stefflon Don too. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Shout out to her.
They got her on QC as well. She's on that label.
So maybe stuff gets lost in the shuffle. I mean, I don't know. I can't really say too much because, I mean, I'm not an artist and I'm not really in that field. But this is like, it's almost one of those things where it's like same shit, different toilet. And it just seems to be, you know, even way back in the days when, Aaliyah, TLC, it always seems like these big corporations reap off of us. The rich shall stay rich and the poor shall be poor. You know, if you're like a regular person off the streets, you're not gonna be able to read that contract. If you need the money, you're gonna sign. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And you don't find out until later on.
Yeah, and like, okay, so this is what I'm learning. I'm learning as well. Like with certain labels, like for instance, NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah,
you heard
you cooking right now.
I'm in the zone.
You cooking?
I'm in the zone.
You're cooking with grease.
I'm in the zone.
fish fucking grease.
No, but listen.
No wonder. I didn't even know. I'm over here getting schooled. Go ahead, yo.
No, but Pete, with NBA as well. Like you see, like he reading it.
Young boy.
NBA
Young
Young
the whole
Boy.
Russ thing. Yeah, this I know a little bit more about.
You heard he tried to like read
offer four free albums just to
four free albums just to go independent, and they told that boy no.
Shout out Young. Yeah, you.
They told that boy no.
You see why?
No, they told that boy no.
You need to finish this deal out first, sir.
Yo, that's crazy because like, man, we got artists like rest in peace Nipsey Hussle, but we got artists out here that's telling us Russ, like we got artists out here who's telling us, own your own. It's important to own your own, and it's like
it's hard.
It's from that beginning. I guess it's really difficult. But what is going on is a lot of the people who are actually trying to renegotiate their contracts. I guess they're not getting it right now because I don't know. NBA, he's like NBA YoungBoy. He didn't get it. It sounds like maybe Migos is trying to do that, but maybe they hired an auditor. I've been hearing that lately. I've been hearing like they're hiring auditors to like look over every expense from the contract label that they charge them, and they're seeing all type of wild shit, and they're like, "Yo, no, I need off this label. I need because they're trying to be on their own." It's a different time. It's a different time. It's a different time. A lot more people are trying to own. We have people like Steve Stout, who like he owns his own record label and he's giving the artist more. And I actually seen
shout out to Steve then.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Stout. I actually seen on Academics page where he was actually it's called United Masters. Mm-hmm. You heard about it, right? United Masters. It's like a label where they give on some instances they give like 100% royalties to artists for it's like a special program and shit. Like they really trying to give back to the artists.
Shout out to Steve again.
It's like a little bit like Tidal. Like how Tidal was doing 70%, things like that, whatever. But I mean, I know how it is to be an artist. Shout out my brother Steve Prince, man. Shout out my brother Steve Prince.
Shout out to Steve.
But like I know how important it is to like for artists to like, you got to pay for your beats, you got to pay for your studio time, you got to pay for your image, you got to pay for your graphics, you got to pay for radio these days, you got to pay for like anything to be in rotation and let me just go back to the radio just to be programmed. Yeah. And that's a whole thing too. Like a lot of these artists we don't really like. We're just being programmed to like them, and that shit costs money. That shit costs money, but that shit works.
Yeah, if we like, yeah.
We can go from oh man, that song's terrible to wow, I'm singing that song now. Like,
yeah, you know who was a product of that?
Oh,
Iggy Azalea. It helps when it's a girl if they look good too. That I'm So Sexy song was not that good. That shit was horrible.
True. I feel like that happens a lot too with
branding. Yeah.
With Post. You like Post Malone?
You know what? Post Malone is very talented. I'll give him that.
I feel like that happens a lot too.
I don't like that comment he made about like I don't like how he's trying to falafel, if that's even a word, but he's trying to basically playing both sides. He wants to be in this rap lane, but then when he's interviewed by this old rap this and that, so like either you're there or that, but outside of his personal views, Post makes good music. Yeah. Like I was a fan of it. I was a slight fan of his last album, mostly the features. The song with Harley and Future was good. Yeah. The song with I think it was Enemies with the Baby. I think the one with Future is Die For Me. That was cool. The one with Meek On The Road was cool. Yeah. Sunflower was cool. The song with
Sunflower. Oh my God. That was the Spider-Man soundtrack.
Yeah. The song with SZA sounds just like that too. Yeah. And but it was the one with Ozzy Osbourne and Travis was crazy. Yeah. So I listened to the album. Wow was a big single that he was pushing. That was a good album. Anybody that didn't hear it, listen to it. So and you see, it's nothing personal. Like we're gonna give our honest opinion. Like just because I don't like how you operate in the things that you do, like if you put out good music, I'll say you put out good music. It's nothing personal. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean it's music at the end of the day. So I mean we definitely understand it. Yeah. We definitely digest it differently. But it's music. It's either gonna help us keep us going wherever we at. It's either gonna turn us up. It's either gonna
I forgot what you asked me about him. Like, do you think he's the same? Like they try to push him the same way? Like what were you asking me about him? Like basically in comparison to Iggy Azalea? Like
no, I was just gonna say when he comes out with his tracks, you notice they're big radio signals. Do you feel like it's played so much to the point where we gotta like them? Like, is it programmed?
Down here in Miami, I actually heard that Wild song again on Friday.
Yeah, but no, we can't. Okay, we can't just say Miami because even other cities, if you turn on their top radio stations, It's the same playlist.
I wish they played.
It'd be the same play. Sometimes, like for instance, like we got 99 Gems here. Shouts out to 99 Gems. I only listen to Breakfast Club on 103.5 The Beat in the morning, and then I immediately turn back to 99 Gems. But like,
shout out Ricky Smiley. My dad told me the other day that he thinks you're hilarious, and you're a funny guy. I always love it because he was crying when Tom Joyner left. I shout out.
Man, that was crazy. I mean, I grew up as a little youth with my mom playing straight Tom Joyner. So to see him retire and Ricky Smiley, shouts out to Ricky Smiley. You're right.
Old boy said you're doing a good job. So yeah, I told him he was funny. So I don't know what the problem was, but it is what it is.
But also shouts out to Radio Big Mac and DJ Nasty and the Trick and Trina Morning Show in the morning.
Oh.
What he doing? Yeah. Shouts out to them boys. But with 99 Gems, for instance, it's like sometimes we'll get those underground records, but it's still the playlist. Yeah. And it'd be every city. And like, I mean, I was in like Cali, I was in like different places, and it'd be the same playlist. Like they'll be switching it up with like the intros and stuff, and be like, "Oh, when you hear me on this radio station, it's just business. But when I'm on this station, it's family." I'd be like, "Bro, you just said that on the other station." like, but it'd be the same shit. It'd be the same shit. But that all boils down to, what they're doing with music now.